Hey everyone, today we're diving deep into inflation, one of the most important economic forces that touches your life every single day. Whether you're just starting to learn about economics or you want a comprehensive understanding, this video covers everything. Let's get started. What is inflation? Simple definition. Inflation means prices go up and your money buys less over time. Technical definition, inflation is the sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy, resulting in a decrease in the purchasing power of money. Here's a concrete example. In 1980, a McDonald's Big Mac cost about $1. Today, it's around $5. Same burger, but your dollar buys less. That's inflation. Why does inflation exist? Moderate inflation around 2 to 3% annually actually signals a healthy economy. It encourages people to spend and invest rather than stuff cash under their mattress. Without some inflation, people delay purchases expecting lower prices, businesses stop investing, and the economy stagnates. Zero inflation or deflation can be economically devastating. Types of inflation. Demand pull. Inflation happens when too much money chases too few goods. Imagine a new iPhone launch with millions of buyers but limited supply. Prices surge. During the pandemic, stimulus checks plus limited goods availability created classic demand pull inflation. Cost push inflation occurs when production costs rise, forcing businesses to raise prices. When oil prices spike, everything becomes more expensive because nearly all goods require transportation. The 1970s oil crisis is a textbook example. Built-in inflation is a wage price spiral. Workers demand higher wages to afford rising costs. Companies raise prices to cover higher wages. Workers then demand even higher wages. It becomes self-perpetuating. Hyperinflation is extreme, out-of-control inflation. Zimbabwe in 2008 saw prices doubling every 24 hours. People needed wheelbarrows of cash to buy bread. Venezuela experienced similar chaos in recent years, with annual inflation exceeding 1 million%. Deflation is when prices fall. Sounds great, right? Wrong. When people expect lower prices tomorrow, they stop buying today. Businesses suffer, lay off workers, and the economy spirals downward. Japan struggled with deflation for decades. How inflation is measured. Consumer Price Index, or CPI, tracks the cost of a basket of everyday items: groceries, rent, gas, healthcare, clothing. This is a number you hear in news reports. When they say inflation is 4%, they're usually referring to CPI. Producer Price Index, or PPI, measures wholesale prices before goods reach consumers. It's a leading indicator that signals where consumer prices are headed. Core inflation excludes food and energy prices because they're volatile. Oil can swing wildly due to geopolitics, and weather affects crop prices. Core inflation shows underlying trends more clearly. What causes inflation? Money supply. When central banks print more money, each dollar becomes less valuable. It's simple supply and demand applied to currency itself. The massive monetary expansion during COVID contributed significantly to the inflation surge we experienced. Interest rates. Low interest rates make borrowing cheap, encouraging spending and investment. More money flowing through the economy pushes prices up. High interest rates do the opposite, cooling inflation by making borrowing expensive. Supply chain disruptions. When goods can't move efficiently, scarcity drives prices up. The 2021 to 2022 global supply chain crisis created widespread shortages and price increases across virtually everything. Wage growth. When wages rise faster than productivity, businesses face higher labor costs and raise prices. But if productivity also increases, wage growth doesn't necessarily cause inflation. Government policy. Massive government spending, especially when financed by printing money rather than taxation, floods the economy with cash and can fuel inflation. The role of central banks. The Federal Reserve acts as the economy's thermostat, constantly adjusting to maintain stability. Their primary tools are interest rates and monetary policy. When inflation runs hot, the Fed raises interest rates, making loans more expensive, reducing spending, and cooling the economy. When the economy weakens, they lower rates to encourage borrowing and spending. They also buy and sell government bonds to control money supply and set requirements for how much cash banks must hold in reserve. Their target is usually 2% annual inflation, the sweet spot between growth and stability. Who wins and who loses from inflation? Consumers see purchasing power erode. That $100 from last year might only buy $95 worth of goods today. Your grocery bill climbs, gas costs more, rent increases. Workers face a hidden pay cut if wages don't keep pace with inflation. Even if you get a 3% raise, if inflation is 5%, you're actually losing ground. Real wages, adjusted for inflation, are what matter. Businesses can sometimes pass costs to consumers, but they face uncertainty in planning and procurement. Small businesses often struggle more than large corporations. Savers get crushed by inflation. If your savings account earns 1% interest but inflation is 4%, you're losing 3% of purchasing power annually. Your money literally becomes worth less while sitting in the bank. Investors in stocks and real estate often benefit because these assets tend to appreciate during inflation. Companies raise prices, boosting revenues. Real estate values typically rise with inflation. Poor versus wealthy. Inflation disproportionately hurts lower-income people who spend most of their income on necessities like food and fuel, which often inflate fastest. Wealthy individuals hold assets that appreciate and can better weather price increases. Inflation and debt. Here's a crucial insight. Inflation benefits borrowers and hurts lenders. If you have a fixed-rate mortgage at 3%, and inflation runs at 5%, you're effectively paying back the loan with cheaper dollars. The real value of your debt shrinks. This is why governments with massive debts sometimes tolerate higher inflation. Conversely, if you're a lender or bondholder, inflation erodes the real value of the payments you receive. Historical examples. The Great Inflation of the 1970s. Oil shocks, combined with loose monetary policy, sent U.S. inflation above 10%. Fed Chair Paul Volcker finally broke it by aggressively raising interest rates, causing a recession but ultimately restoring stability. Weimar Germany, 1920s. War reparations and money printing led to hyperinflation. A loaf of bread that cost 250 marks in January 1923 cost 200 billion marks by November. Life savings became worthless overnight. Post-COVID inflation, 2021 to 2023. Massive stimulus spending, supply chain breakdowns, and pent-up demand created the highest inflation in 40 years across developed economies. Inflation in 2025 to 2026. As we move through the mid-2000s, inflation has moderated from its 2022 peaks, but remains above historical norms in many countries. Central banks face a delicate balance. Keep rates high enough to control inflation, but not so high that they trigger recession. Geopolitical tensions, energy transitions, and ongoing supply chain adjustments continue to create inflationary pressures. How to protect yourself? Invest in assets. Stocks, real estate, and commodities often keep pace with or exceed inflation. Don't let cash sit idle for long periods. Treasury inflation, protected securities, or TIPS. These government bonds adjust with inflation, protecting your principal. Diversify globally. Different economies experience different inflation rates. International exposure provides protection. Increase your income. Negotiate raises, develop new skills, or create additional income streams to outpace inflation. Lock in fixed-rate debt. If you're borrowing for a home or business, fixed-rate loans become cheaper in real terms as inflation continues. Common myths about inflation. Myth: inflation is always bad. Reality: moderate inflation signals economic health and growth. Myth: prices never come down. Reality: individual prices fluctuate constantly. It's the overall trend that matters. Myth: the government can easily stop inflation. Reality: controlling inflation without triggering recession requires careful, gradual adjustments. Myth: all prices rise equally during inflation. Reality: some sectors inflate much faster than others. Healthcare and education have outpaced general inflation for decades. Inflation is complex, but understanding it is essential for making smart financial decisions. Whether you're saving, investing, borrowing, or just trying to make your paycheck stretch further, knowing how inflation works gives you power. Remember, moderate inflation is normal and healthy, but you need strategies to protect your purchasing power over time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.